Hello, back out camping, and this weekend we're off out to the Devilla Forest. It's a fair weather camp. It's to be nice and sunny, no rainfall thankfully. Temperatures during the day about 10 Celsius, at night between 2 and 4 Celsius. And we've got lots to show in this video. We've got a few people coming, so it's going to be a lot of tents to show, a lot of sleeping bags to show, and a lot of sleeping mats to show as well. And in the morning you'll get a review from them, so hope you guys enjoy the content. Don't ask how we found this spot, but this is what you need to trawl through, all through that. Walking through this little trail and you will come to my tent, hiding over there. This gives you an idea what the Devilla Forest is like. It's really bogland, swampland over there, so there's really nowhere else you can put a tent over there. Potentially over here, but the spot I'm on right now, you can get a wee tent there. But there's my butte, just sitting right there. So this is Fudgy's setup. He's got with him the Nature Hike Monga. This tent was once white, but it's lost its colour due to the UV degradation. Is that how you pronounce that word? Degradation? Degradation?
Sounds good.
Aye. The word is degrade, but you add a nation somewhere. It's a bog standard dome tent. It comes with the one pole, but it splits on either end. It's got two symmetrical vestibules. It's got some ventilation down here and ventilation at the other side as well. Weighs in at about 2.4 kilograms. I do like this tent because it's nice and roomy, it's nice and spacey, which we will soon see once I take myself into the tent. And here we are. I'm sitting at the centre. My head's barely touching the roof of the tent. Fudgy's setup. He's got with him a Big Agnes sleeping bag and a Big Agnes sleeping mat. What was the name of the sleeping bag?
The sleeping bag's a Diamond Park Zero.
Diamond Park Zero. What's the name of the sleeping bag?
It's Rapid SL.
Rapid SL.
Yep.
The R value in this bad boy is 4.8. Don't know if you can see it because it's currently wrapped up in the sleeping bag, but it's a nice thick mat. It's got those little, it's got like a honeycomb design down the middle of it, and at the side it's got sort of a little raised area to keep you in the sleeping bag, sleeping mat. And Climate did that in one of their, or many of their sleeping mats, and I found them to be super comfortable. He's got this pillow with him, which he says is the best in the market. God, what was this called again? This is here. We've got the Kincardine. Is that showing up? Yep. Fine on the thingy-majiggy, my camera? And his sleeping bag weighs in at 410 grams, 510 grams. No, the sleeping pad is 510 grams. The sleeping bag for a down bag, yeah, surprisingly that sits in at 1.2 kilograms for a down bag.
That's so comfy.
It's comfy. It appears to be a broad one, a very broad one for the big boys. And it's got a limit temperature of around, what was it, minus 18?
Minus 18.
But I don't know if Fudge can show you. Is the vestibule appearing in over there? Yep. You got the vestibule on your end? Yep. So it's symmetrical on either end. You've got your little lantern hanging point, but Fudge is showing you around. Good man, good man. Let me know what you think about Fudge's setup. Fudge, have you used the mat and the sleeping bag before?
Last week for the first time outdoors, and it was the best sleep I've ever had.
Oh, when we were at Loch Drunkie? Fudge had the best sleep. Fudge is built like a, you know, he's built like a Greek warrior. So for those with muscles and broad shoulders, plenty of room in here and plenty of support from this mat. Let me know what you think of Fudgy's setup. Over here we have Nature's cloakroom. We've got a couple of jackets up there and my bag's behind that down jacket. This is the living room. We've got our two chairs here. There's more people appearing later on, and we're going to capitalise on that fire pit for the fire. Now it's a deep fire pit, so I brought my portable fire pit with me to raise the fire. Otherwise a lot of the heat does get trapped down there. And of course we've brought in our own wood as well, but there's plenty of spots, and again, I'm camped over there behind that tree. So this is my setup for the evening. I've got with me a free FUL tent out with me. Need to stop saying with me. No idea how you pronounce this tent because my Chinese isn't very good, but it's something like the Kangkong. It's sort of like the Lanshan, except we'll see with the Lanshan, the trekking pole goes in the centre, so the greatest headroom is in the centre. With this one, it's actually at the end of the tent, which I actually much prefer because you can still lie in your sleeping bag, do a little cooking or whatever. This bad boy only weighs in at 710 grams. Of course, without a trekking pole, you need to bring that. But the tent itself weighs in at 710 grams. It's a single skinner, but if you come round here, you'll get an idea of how big the vestibule is. And look at the headroom as well. I mean, give you an idea. I can just sit down and, aye, none too shabby. The downside to this tent is, fudge, you can see right through it, can't you? I've been out in the tent before in strong gusty winds. I think you can see it more over here. I don't know if, are you capturing it? You can see my sleeping bag and my pillow, which is a bit ridiculous to be honest, but hey ho. I've actually had it out in strong winds, and Lord knows how it was able to survive that entire day and evening. I've had it out in gusty showers, heavy showers, and some prolonged light rain, and we had zero problems. But tonight's sleeping system, what do we have with us? I've went for comfort today. I went for comfort. In fact, another thing I like about this tent, a lot of the free FUL nature hike tents don't have this. It's two-way zips, so you can zip from the top down. And the same with, well, that's quite common with the inner of the tent, not so much the fly sheet. But as you can see, there's great headroom up here. You can turn this into a little seat, and it'll be like sitting in the house on the sofa watching some Netflix. I've got a very wide mat with me today. I've got the Aero Go-Go sleeping pad. Again, yet to clarify the true hour value in this. It might be 4, it might be 5. It's not a light mat by any means. It weighs in about 1 kilogram. And it's not compact either. You are sacrificing both of them for comfort. It's a very thick mat and a very wide mat. But you've still got some space over here to put your phone and your gadgets and whatnot. But this mat has been, it's the most comfortable mat that I've got, I'm not going to lie. I'd still take it up the mountains no matter what. Happy to sacrifice a bit of room in the bag and a bit of weight to bring this up in the mountains for a good sleep. Aero Go-Go, 10 out of 10 comfort. I've got with me the Douter Exosphere. Comfort -4, limit -10. Temperatures tonight are to get down to about 2 to 4 Celsius, so it is overkill for this evening. I've got my flannel pillow, can't go wrong, and my Flex Tail Gear pillow as well. Quite like that. Regularly falls off a sleeping bag, but hey ho. So I'll just stick that under the mat, like this, and put my flannel on top. Wouldn't take this out in the wind, guys. It's more of a fair weather tent, but I'm keeping this, and it's for my mountains, given it only weighs in at 710 grams, so let me know what you think. Let's go and check out this little pretty pond. There's the sun bouncing off it. Oh yeah. There's a wee duck. Oh, we've got multiple ducks. So that's a few other boys turned up. We've got 2 others coming, but it'll probably be dark by the point they turn up. So we've got a few other tents to display. Fudge is doing some bushcrafting. I brought some firelighters, but now we've got the big man, his bushcrafting skills, unnecessary. You're going to scrape some. What's the bit before tinder? What are you scraping off? What's the term for that? Goodness.
I always put them on the spot.
No, I'm putting myself on the spot as well. The scrapings, we're putting the scrapings on. What's the knife called, the big man?
This is my buck. I would highly recommend it.
What's it called?
The buck.
The buck.
The buck. It's a Canadian company, American maybe. It is just a great bushcraft knife, all rounder. You can do pretty much anything you want with it. And very lethal looking.
Shavings, they're called what did I call them? Did I call them shavings?
Kind of like a little bits.
Little bits. The shavings.
Yeah. Well, if you actually look at the buck knife cord here, which is actually designed for doing it, just in case MD says you shouldn't be doing it at that side, you should be doing it with the back end.
I like how you've got the buck knife and the buck fast.
Well, goes hand in hand.
Yeah, no bushcrafting this evening. We thought we'd capitalise on the fire pit because this is a deep natural fire pit, so a lot of the heat gets trapped down here, so we're going to raise it so we can all feel nice and toasty.
Yeah.
So it's about, 8:30, and that's everyone arrived. That's us got the fire pit on the go, so it's now raised, so we get to capitalise on the heat.
Very much so.
Everyone's here. It's too dark to do a rundown of the setups. I hate doing a setup rundown on lack of light. But we've got 2 OEX raccoons, 2 dome tents, one older model, one newer model. The older model fiberglass, the newer model aluminium, and we've got an OEX jackal over there, which is like a small tunnel tent. My friend who was using just a closed cell foam mat on this heavily uneven ground, thankfully someone else brought an air mat with them. I brought a spare air mat for someone, and now he's going to have a comfortable sleep. I'll give him the mat.
Very true.
But that's us all set up, and we're now going to get on it like a car bonnet. But
it was dinner time first.
It was dinner time.
I'm going to bring up my local butcher that's just opened, and they do Tennessee chicken, so looking forward to trying that tonight. And as a chef, we'll judge it, but it smells outstandingly good, so looking forward to that.
Some cooking skills from Fudge, which have been met with critical acclaim in the past.
Yeah, that and so much more.
However, we've had a run-in. There's been someone, we're not naming any names or pointing in any directions, but they're not too happy that we're out camping here. But we're respectable, we'll keep the noise down. As you can see, it's a small fire pit, so we're not going to have a big fire. Yeah, it's a curveball that it's put the boys in a low mood, but we've got every right of being here. As you can see, it's people have been camping here a long time.
It's calm, casual, civil.
We are very reasonable people. But let's see how the night goes. Look at the colouring and the trees. What are you making?
Tonight we are having some Tennessee chicken. For all of you at home. There we go.
That's how you get the hits. What's in there?
This is cumin, turmeric, chili powder, with some what again? Red food die for, and
Red pepper, green pepper.
oh yeah.
Is that onion?
Okay.
Anything else?
There's tandoori chili in here. There's some chilipo peppers in here. And yellow onion, and everything good to make a grown man.
Ladies and gentlemen, the finished article.
Tennessee chicken on the top.
It's around midnight and that's me all tucked up in the bed. You're probably thinking, how did Monty get into a small tent like this? But see, with the greater headroom right up at the top and the massive vestibule, and this is a wide mattress, so I'm able to get in. Big tall gentleman like myself, 6'3" drink. I get in no bother. Get into the vestibule no problem, the tent no problem, and then I was able to snuggle into the sleep bag, no issue. I'm looking forward to using this tent throughout summer. On the Monroes, once there's more light in the morning, I'll show you what it's like inside the tent. But I'm growing a strong liking to this bad boy. It's difficult to pitch and get nice and taut, sure. But see, once you're inside it, it's really nice and snug. So yeah, it's about midnight. I've went to bed. They're still all up, ratting away like maniacs. We just sat round the fire, had some music. Peter Murphy, the man from Bauhaus. AC/DC. Some soul. Some Donna. Not Donna. The woman that was a part of the Supreme, Diana Ross. Some Diana Ross and the Supremes. Lovely night. And yeah, I just ranted away like maniacs. No idea how this video is going to pan out. Not really looking forward to it. But hey ho, I'm hoping to get back into the gist of things. Get more videos, get more reviews. I've got a lot of sleeping bags and sleeping mats and whatnot to review, so certainly more content to come. But I'm going to get ripped. They're going to watch me get nice and ripped. Put on the pounds, firmly aware of it. Just under a stone lost so far, so here we go. But I can see this tent, certainly on the inside, developing some condensation. It's a single skinner. Sure, we've got some ventilation over there and down there. And the bottom of the fly sheet is certainly quite high, but it's a single skinner. And I think I can feel some condensation building up so far. But it's a nice snug tent. It's a very snug tent. Not too sure about using the heater in here, given that it's small, it's enclosed, there's not that much dead space. But I'm nice and toasty. It's about, what, 5 Celsius right now. But going to head to sleep. I'll let you know how I get in the morning. And I'll let everyone else know. I'll ask everyone else how did they get on. So, hope you're enjoying the content so far, and I'll catch you all in the morning. Morning. What a sleep that was. This Aerogogo mattress. 10 out of 10. This is honestly better than the mattress that I've got in the house. It was clearly a chilly one last night. Not frosty, but chilly. But I still had a warm enough sleep. And as suspected, I don't know if you can see it from over there, but there's a lot of condensation. A lot of condensation on this tent. I'll give you a closer look. We do this and bring in. Yeah, a lot of condensation. Just dripped onto my bag and everything as well. But this is what it's like on the inside of the tent. Some size of vestibule. Little ventilation port there. But I've got headroom to, you know, turn this mattress into a little seat and just sit up. But it's about 8 o'clock in the morning. I've got things to do. So I'll get some shots of the surrounding area and see how some of the lads and how Fudge got on. Look at that bag, man, it's absolutely soaking. This tent is really bad for condensation. How was your sleep, big man?
It was roasty toasty, mate.
Roasty toasty? Oh, zoom out.
Like a cheese toasty.
Comfortable?
Very much so.
There you go, guys. If any of you are interested in Fudgy's sleeping mat and sleeping pad, what are they called?
It's the Rapid SL Big Agnes, and it is the Big Agnes Diamond Park Zero.
So if you want a roasty toasty sleep and a comfortable sleep.
Don't be wrong, I will say it's not the cheapest.
Not the cheapest.
But very much worth it.
It's a beautiful tent, that. The OEX Jackal. Nice spacious vestibule as well. It's just the OEX Coyote but cut in half. But nice wee tunnel tent, that. Aye, not much else to report on. Fudge is taking me home. We've cleaned up the general area. We've got some rubbish there. We've got my fire pit in the end. Fudgy's chair. But one lad I know had a cold sleep. Mark, you had a warm sleep, didn't you, Mark?
I did, yep.
Mark had a toasty sleep. You'll know how Fudge got on. But I'm going to wrap this up because it's home time. So hope you guys enjoy the video. Take care, y'all, and catch you on the next adventure. Bye.